Hello, and welcome to On It with Stevens Life. I'm Leslie Nilsson.
And I'm Brittany Tutt. Looking at news around Stevens, R. Kelly's notorious hip opera, Trapped in the Closet, has recently caught the creative eye of film professor Chase Thompson. Thompson has challenged students, along with others, to recreate the chapters of this hip opera in their own way. Each person or group involved in the project will be assigned one chapter each to recreate. These participants will not know how others are creating or putting together their chapters. Thompson said the continuity of these videos are going to be completely different, so it'll be like a cool experiment to see what they look like when they are played back to back. Participants have all summer to work on their chapter, with all sections due on August 30th. Thompson will then put the chapters together and make it one big film. A test screening will be shown at Stevens on September 4th. Thompson then hopes to land a larger screening, potentially at Cafe Berlin or Ragtag, which are located in downtown Columbia. There are currently 3 chapters left for people to sign up for, so if you're interested, contact Chase Thompson at cthompson@stevens.edu.
That sounds awesome. Well, spring semester is winding down, which means spring sports are coming to a close as well. This spring was a rough one for all spring sports with Missouri's bipolar weather. The number of games, matches, and tournaments canceled was unbelievable. Tennis had to cancel around 8 matches, which left them around 8 to actually play, which is not a lot to get in. On the other hand, golf truly stuck it out. With the rain coming down during some tournaments, our stars were still out there playing. Not only did the softball team finish strong, they finished with a lot of heart. Trust me, these girls were awesome. Although the majority of their games were canceled, the games they did play, they played with intensity. Stevens athletics have truly developed over the past couple of years. With adding new sports such as soccer and keeping up with the other ones, is sure to keep growing.
I agree. Now we go to On It's Emily Minnemeyer and to tell us about the biggest event this week, the one seniors have been waiting for 4 years. Emily?
Thanks, Brittany. For those of you who are graduating or just wanting to attend graduation, here are the details. Commencement will take place on Saturday, May 4th at 11 a.m. at the Missouri Theater. It is located on South 9th Street in downtown Columbia. Unlike in previous years, the ceremony is free and open to the public, so tickets will not be used. With that in mind, be warned that the Missouri Theater does not have its own parking structure. The closest parking is in Hitt Street Parking Garage, located at the corner of Hitt Street and Elm Streets. It's free after 6 p.m. on weekdays and free all day on weekends. Photos during the ceremony will be provided by Grad Images. One of the seniors who will want to smile for the camera is Alex Jett, an equestrian major. Alex, welcome to the show. So we have some questions for you. What are your plans for after graduation?
After graduation, I'll be moving to Kentucky. I have accepted an assistant trainer position at Black Horse Manor. I'll be training top American saddlebreds and Friesians in the country.
Wow, sounds like fun. What's your best memory of Stevens?
I think my best memory of Stevens is definitely the friends that I've made here and all of the amazing horse shows that I've been to.
Do you have any regrets?
I think my biggest regret is not coming here any sooner. I was a transfer student, so I transferred at the end of my sophomore year, so I wish I was here sooner.
Okay. And what advice do you have for freshmen?
I would say come in with an open mind and definitely be willing to have a lot of fun because it's a blast being here.
Okay. Well, thanks, Alex. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Emily. I wish you all the luck. We now go to Honest Tyler Polson, who is going to provide a much-needed advice for getting camera ready on graduation and also in preparation for all the important interviews that all the Stevens seniors will have to go through. Tyler?
Hi. Well, today I will be showing you how to apply a full face of makeup. After being a beauty ambassador for Bare Minerals, I've learned a couple techniques on how to apply a full face of makeup without getting a cake face. I'm sure we've all seen those girls whose foundation doesn't actually match the skin tone of their neck. We definitely want to avoid that. So we want to start off with making sure your skin is moisturized. If your skin is not moisturized, it can cause your foundation to go on a little chalky. So my model Ashley has already moisturized her skin, so we'll go ahead and get started. A lot of ladies use a powder foundation along with a liquid foundation or maybe a concealer. Well, today I'll be using a liquid foundation first. I like to use Sponge Cosmetics. I like the triangle ones or the, what is it? The cube ones. So I'll go ahead and apply a little bit. You want to use less. Less is always more. So I'll go ahead and add a little bit onto here and dab it onto areas where you feel like your foundation won't actually cover. So if you have like any blackheads or maybe just bags under the eyes for a long week, you go ahead and apply it there. So I'll just dab it on. And I know at first it may look a little chalky and blotchy, but after we blend it in, you'll be able to see the difference. And I'll go ahead and add a little more. Okay. Okay, and then once you have it dabbed on there, as much as you want to apply on there, you want to go ahead and smooth it out. So I'll smooth, and you do want to apply a little pressure when you're smoothing this, just because you want to make sure it's blended in and you don't have blotches of makeup. Okay, and when you're working around your eyes, you always want to make sure you smooth up. You never want to smooth down. It makes it look like you have a mini facelift. So. Smoothed up. Definitely want to go with your bone structure. So now that we have our liquid foundation on there, we want to go ahead and add in some powder foundation just to cover up this shine. You want to take your brush. I prefer to use a brush instead of the pads that come in the actual makeup, just because those hold a lot of bacteria. And a brush makes your foundation go on more like airbrushed. So I'll go ahead and take my brush and swirl it in my foundation using the swirling motion, and then tap off the excess and go ahead and start it from the forehead down with the same swirl motion, apply the foundation. And you want to make sure you have an even coat of foundation over the entire face. And with this swirl, you do want to be aggressive because you do want to make sure everything is blended. And make sure you get the nose. And refrain from applying foundation to the eyes. That is a separate skin, and the skin on the eye is a lot thinner than the skin on your actual face, so that requires a different technique. Okay, and then for those girls who like a little more foundation, which is me, I like a lot of coverage, I'll go ahead and add on some more just so you can see. Okay. So now Ashley has on a full face of foundation, and she doesn't look like, she looks like a cake face. When she turns to the side, her neck is not a different color than her face. But just to give her a little color back added to her face, I'll put a little blush on there. And if you don't know where your blush goes to apply, you go ahead and smile at the apple, smile and apply the blush to the apples of your cheek. Using the same swirling motion, and you brush up. I'm Tyler Polson with your beauty tip of the week. Back to you at the news desk.
Thanks, Tyler. Those are some really helpful tips. Now it's easy to get ahead of ourselves, but before commencement comes finals, and you won't be walking unless you can pass those. Onyx, Jessica, Danny Kelly has more on that. Danny?
Thanks, Brittany. Studying for finals can be a drag, but don't let them keep you down. The Huffington Post has some great studying tips that will help you get through the last stretch of the school year. Here are just a few tips to get started. Have alternative study spaces. Study and do homework in groups. Don't immerse yourself into one subject. Manage your time. And the one that I find the most important is sleep. You can find these and other useful tips at huffingtonpost.com. And remember, you guys, you can do it. Finish the year strong. Back to you at the news desk.
Thank you, Danny. Now I know what to do, but it's so hard to do it when the weather's so nice.
True. Well, let's hope Honest Lane Wallace has a bad forecast for us so it's easier to hit the books. What do you got for us, Lane?
Sorry to disappoint, Leslie, but look forward to some beautiful weather for your finals week. The high for today is 59 with a 40% chance of rain. For your Saturday, we'll warm up to a high of 61 and partly cloudy, and get all your studying done before Sunday because the high is going to be 73 and sunny. For your finals week, expect to see highs in the mid-70s and not a cloud in the sky. That's going to make studying really hard. New York is finally starting to see the spring weather this weekend. The high for today is 65 and mostly sunny. Saturday will reach a high of 66, and New Yorkers will round off their weekend with a high of 66 and sunny on Sunday. The Windy City won't be so windy this weekend. The high for Chicago today is 65 and mostly sunny. Saturday will reach a high of 64 and sunny, and on Sunday, they'll warm up to a high of 67 and partly cloudy. Los Angeles is looking beautiful this weekend. The high today is 72 with some morning clouds and afternoon sun. Saturday will warm up to a high of 79 and sunny, and for Sunday, they'll cool down to a high of 78. All of Steven's furry friends are looking forward to being reunited with their owners next week. Brownie from Chicago patiently awaits her mom's return from school. Louis from Jefferson City doesn't really care when his mom gets back as long as someone rubs his belly. And finally, Marley from St. Louis can't wait for his mom's return next weekend. Congratulations on surviving your final week of classes, Stevens.
Although it's sunny now, last week's moisture has truly helped with the drought here in the Midwest. There was some concern about whether this would be another dry summer, and those concerns are on hold. Still, the moisture has caused another problem for farmers, with some wondering when they will be able to plant their corn and soybeans, with the ground still so muddy. Farmers like to plant their corn early, and May 10th is the latest day that they would be able to plant. So while the moisture has helped tremendously with the drought, it came at an awkward time. Hopefully things dry out a bit before May 10th, and the storm clouds return throughout the summer to grow healthy crops once the seeds do get in the ground.
While I feel for the farmers, I'm happy to finally see the sun after a week of overcast skies, even if it does make it harder to study.
Study, who does that? But I do agree, especially since there's also so much to keep up with in terms of celebrity gossip and the news of the weird. For that, we go to our very first On It Roundtable, where our awesome reporters share and analyze stories they talk about when they're not in the newsroom. Ladies, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Miley Cyrus is doing things a bit different lately. She strayed from her innocent, fresh Disney Channel character and became a seductive pop star. But Cyrus has been recognized to do something a little bit different. Twerking. Twerking, according to Urban Dictionary, and I quote, is the act of moving or shaking one's bum in a circular, side-to-side, or up-and-down motion. Cyrus is said to have been dancing while bored before a photo shoot. Adding a cherry on top, she danced in a unicorn onesie. Unfortunately, we don't have a video to show you, but in an on-air interview with Ryan Seacrest, she responded with, "I can't sing, I'm dumb, I'm a hillbilly, but I can twerk, so whatever." Personally, I love Miley. I think she killed it. She's beautiful and talented, and I'm really excited with her collaboration with Snoop Dogg, Lion, and Mary J. Blige. Like I said, I think she's amazing. Do any of you know how to twerk?
No, definitely can't twerk.
No comment at this time.
How do you guys feel about her new look?
I don't like it.
Really?
No.
I think she looks better than
I
us.
do.
No.
It's growing.
It's just, I guess I'm just used to seeing her so young and innocent with the really long hair, and I honestly was jealous of her hair when I was younger because it was so long and so wavy, and
Short hair's in.
I don't know, just to see her cut it all off, I was like, because I can't imagine doing that myself, so.
That's true.
It
I
was-
couldn't cut off my hair either.
No, it's
I would
literally
probably
my
cry,
security
but I think it
blanket.
looks good on her, and I commend her for it. Who would you guys like to see? What celebrity would you guys like to see make a twerk video next?
I just heard Beyonce's making one.
Oh my
What?
gosh. It'd probably be the classiest twerking.
She's
I've
gonna
ever
shut
seen.
it down. Nobody's gonna
Yeah.
be able to come
Everyone's
back.
gonna be like, no more twerking.
Right.
No more twerking. Twerking's done. See,
Yeah,
Beyonce.
exactly. Okay, well, in more celebrity news, guys, Reese Witherspoon's husband was arrested for a DUI last weekend, and believe it or not, but Reese Witherspoon got the cuffs too. She was booked on a disorderly conduct charges because she apparently told the officer, "Do you know who I am?" And she did scheduled interviews on Sunday with ABC and Jimmy Fallon to speak about her starring role in the upcoming movie called Mud. But she did release a statement Sunday saying, "I clearly had one drink too many and I'm deeply embarrassed about the things I said." Now, obviously, this is the first time we've ever seen something out of her. I mean, she seems so innocent in all of her roles. Do you guys think this type of thing is going to stick with her throughout the rest of her reputation?
She probably should have done this because I forgot who she was.
I don't think anybody's gonna stay mad at Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah, I love her. I think she's so funny.
I can't imagine her drunk anyway.
No, yeah, I think she'd be even more funny if she was drunk.
Exactly.
Like, I would want to hang out with Reese Witherspoon if she was drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Only if she's drunk?
Only if she was drunk.
Only if she was
Only if she was
drunk.
drunk.
Yeah.
No, honestly. She'd probably be really funny. I mean, she's probably real funny in real life. And her kids are probably going to be hilarious too. But I think it'll pass over because she is so innocent and just so, you know.
Right.
Her image is just innocent. So I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hope so. Okay, any of us want to go to Mars? Mars One is taking a private space flight from the entrepreneur Bas Landroth. It's a $6 billion project, and it's paid for by a Big Brother type reality show. The contestants that are going to Mars will be voted on by America and the rest of the world. The only catch is you can never come back. So far, 40,000 people have applied, even though it's cost only $38. To be here, you have to do 24 people will be selected to start training. These will all be voted on by us. In 2013, they will be in a replica of what it's supposed to look like, and then get to see how this turns out. The rules are you have to be in good health, entertaining, open-minded, and 18 years old. So, would you do it?
No.
You can't come back.
You can't like, look what point what's the point in doing it? It's like, okay, I'm going to go to Mars and I'm going to stay.
Right. People are just going to forget about you when the show's over.
Yeah, it's like, the show's going to end and you're still going to be there. And that's good.
I mean, what kind of mindset, I guess, would you have to be in to want to actually do that?
It almost be...
The people in the application videos didn't seem that crazy. They were kind of dull. I was surprised.
They said it's going to be the biggest media event of history.
I hate it.
Would it be against your ethics to watch people maybe die?
I mean, yeah.
To watch their whole lives 24/7?
I don't know. I would question their intelligence. That's for sure. I'd be like.
I mean, if they sign up for it, I mean, it's not like they're being forced into it. So
true.
I couldn't really say that.
See,
I just don't know. What
this is
would make you
embarrassing
do
for
that?
America. I'm sorry. Like, if they really do have the show, people are going. This is why other countries hate us. Because we play way too much. See,
It is the Dutch doing it.
It's the Dutch?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, maybe not.
Would you watch it?
No.
No.
I would not.
I probably would watch it.
I would feel bad watching it.
I might watch it in the beginning, but I'd probably get bored. What are they going to do?
Yeah.
Are they gonna like be videotaped while they're on Mars, or are they just okay, guys, bye?
But what is it? Are they just hanging out? Are they gonna have to like play games or?
And have like competitions and stuff,
Yeah,
kind of like Big
I
Brother,
don't
like
get
head
what
of
the
household.
plot is.
Yeah.
It just has
But I
Mars
mean, what's the
edition.
reward? I wouldn't even know what the reward because it's not like you can come
die.
back.
Yeah, what do you win? You're the
I mean,
last
it's not
one
like
to
you can
die.
win money because what are you gonna spend? There's no banks on Mars, guys. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
That is.
Okay, well, I don't know about all of that, but I know that a few years ago in Chile's Atacama Desert, they found a 6-inch alien. And it was already a couple years old when they found it, but Sirius, a new documentary, premiered on April 22nd. And the documentary is about how the aliens have been getting here with supposed alternative energy technology. I'm not sure what that is, if any of you guys know. But you can also pre-order the DVD and host it on your website for $1 per stream. And the force behind this is Stephen Greer, a former medical physician who has pushed for alien cover-ups to be released in the past. So, are you gonna watch the documentary?
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely watching it.
I'll watch it.
I mean, even if it's not real, that's really interesting.
It's
I mean, just that kind of stuff to like.
It's like Bigfoot. And
Right. It's just like little myths you always
Yeah.
hear growing up, and it's just I don't know. It's almost like getting to watch this stuff is like the kid in me a little bit.
It's got like a spine like a human
Oh.
in the X-ray.
It almost seems
So
like
this
that
thing is-
mermaid thing that got popular last year.
Yeah, there's the merman.
Are either
I
of
didn't
you
even
gonna
know about
host it on your blog?
Well, I'm not gonna watch it, so I'm not
I
gonna.
mean, it doesn't really fit my demographic, so but I'll definitely watch it.
I mean, if it's free, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I gotta pay for it.
I mean, I'm not getting paid
No,
for
you
it
have
either.
to. You have to pay for it.
Oh well.
You can rent it
Won't
for
be watching
$5.
I'll just assume what's in it.
Yeah. 6-inch alien, right?
Yeah, I'll make my own story about it.
Do you guys believe in aliens?
What'd you say?
Do you believe in aliens?
I think I do. Maybe.
I hope that there's aliens.
I believe that there is
I want there
something
to be
else
aliens.
out
Yeah, that's what I
there
think
other
there's
than
something else
us. I do believe that.
I want there to be aliens, and I want them to be using this technology and come here.
Why would they come here, though?
What if they wanted to kill you, though?
I don't think they do. I think they probably just are really big fans of On It with Steven's Life.
You're probably right.
Well, I don't know if an alien will kill you, but a ferret puppy probably will. A man from Argentina was sold 2 ferret puppies and were told that they were toy poodles. He paid $150 a piece for them, and he didn't find out that it was a ferret until he went to the vet, and the vet told him that it was a ferret. Well, they were told that the person who sold the ferret puppy, they injected it with steroids and then fluffed the fur out to make it look like a puppy. So my question is, did you not know that the ferret did not bark? Like, how did you think that this was a puppy? It didn't bark. And ferrets, like...
It didn't even look like a puppy.
Yeah,
Right,
if you look at the
like-
picture, like, you should have been able to
little
tell.
beady eyes.
It didn't have ears. Like,
Did it say how many he sold?
He sold like a bunch of them because it's like at a market. So they're like known for selling puppies, and they were like in a pen, and they were all ferrets. And don't ferrets like run like?
And aren't they like short and long?
Yeah,
Did he not know what a poodle looked like?
Yeah, so they
like, and he bought 2 of
They
them.
look nothing like a poodle.
Yeah, they don't look anything.
I feel like the amount of time and effort you would have to put into making it look like a poodle would cost more than what he was selling them for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you might as well just get a real poodle and sell it for that much and
Poodles are really,
save yourself
they're
some time.
tall. Everything that
Yeah.
a ferret isn't. Really.
Exactly.
Okay.
Interesting.
Well,
Well, I guess that's all the weird news we have. So thanks for joining us at our first roundtable. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Wow, thanks, guys. Well, there's certainly some interesting stories, and I don't know how to twerk either, so it's all right. Moving to more serious news, Libya experienced a car explosion outside the French embassy, wounding 2 French guards. According to the New York Times, this is the first major terrorist attack since the ouster Muammar al-Gaddafi in 2011. The blast happened on Tuesday. This blast is considered an important attack on the diplomatic facility in Libya. No one has yet come forward to claim responsibility for the blast.
And more news is emerging about the 2 bombs that exploded during the Boston Marathon since last week's newscast, where we reported that the blast killed 3 and wounded more than 200 runners in attendance of the event. 2 suspects of the bombing have been found. These brothers immigrated to the U.S. 10 years ago from Chechnya, a region in Russia. Police killed the older brother during the pursuit, and Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, the 19-year-old younger brother was formally charged in his hospital room after a day-long manhunt that shut down the Massachusetts city of Watertown. He was eventually found hiding in a boat and apprehended by police. He has been accused of setting off 2 pressure cooker bombs that also sprayed shrapnel into the crowd near the finish line. The charges can lead to the death penalty or life in prison. While he was at the hospital earlier this week, he was unable to speak due to the gunshot wound in his throat, according to CNN, but he is responding to questions by writing. But recently he's regained speech, and it was reported yesterday that he had been Mirandized and undergone 16 hours of interrogation by investigators. As the story unfolds, investigators and the rest of us hope to learn the reasons behind the destruction.
And it's still unclear as to how or what caused the explosion at the fertilizer plant in Texas last Wednesday. In the area of West Texas, how was greatly damaged from the explosion. According to the New York Times, the United States Geological Survey recorded a 2.1 magnitude earthquake due to the strength of the explosion. The blast killed approximately 15 people and injured many. These numbers could change due to the number of missing persons. Many homes surrounded the plant, leaving 75 homes damaged. As the dust settles, investigation will proceed and more information will be released.
We'll keep you posted about that and more news online at stevens.edu/stevenslife, but that's all the time we have right now. Thanks for watching our 9th episode of the semester. For more of On It with Stevens Life, check back next week. Though programming note, that show will occur at 3 p.m. Wednesday.
Thank you. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Stevens_Life. I'm Leslie Nielsen. Don't get crazy.
And I'm Brittany Tutt. Bye.
Produced by the Advanced News Writing and Production and Advanced Studio Production classes at Stevens College through the collaboration of Columbia Access